The invisible prison mindset that keeps people poor. Most people think poverty is about money. It's not. Money is just a result. The real cause is the mind. You can give a poor-minded person $1 million, and within a few years, sometimes months, that money disappears. But give a rich-minded person nothing, and slowly, silently, they'll build everything again. Why? Because wealth is first created in the mind, not the bank account. This is the difference between a poor mind and a rich mind. Poor mind believes money is evil. Rich mind understands money is a tool. A poor mind grows up hearing, money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. Honest people stay poor. If you have money, you must have done something wrong. So the poor mind develops guilt around wealth. Deep inside, it believes, if I become rich, I'll become a bad person. Now listen carefully. Your subconscious will never allow you to become what you secretly hate. That's why many educated, intelligent people unconsciously push money away. A rich mind thinks differently. Money is neutral. It only magnifies who I already am. If you're generous, money makes you more generous. If you're disciplined, money makes you more powerful. Money doesn't corrupt, it reveals. Poor mind wants comfort. Rich mind wants growth. A poor mind asks, what's the safest option? What if I fail? What will people say? Isn't this risky? Comfort becomes its religion. Same job, same routine, same salary, same complaints. Years pass. Life stays stuck. A rich mind asks different questions. What will this teach me? How can I grow from this? What skill will I gain even if I fail? Rich-minded people don't chase comfort. They chase competence. They understand a brutal truth. Growth feels uncomfortable. Comfort feels safe, but kills dreams. Poor mind thinks in expenses. Rich mind thinks in investments. Poor mind thinking, this course is too expensive. Why buy books when YouTube is free? Why pay a mentor when I can figure it out? But somehow, latest phone? Yes. Unnecessary upgrades? Yes. Weddings, status, showing off? Yes. A rich mind asks, will this increase my earning power? Rich minds spend money too. Learn faster. Avoid mistakes. Buy time. Gain skills. They know. Entertainment costs money. Education makes money. Poor mind trades time for money. Rich mind builds systems. Poor mind, if I don't work, I don't earn. So they sell hours, energy, health, youth. And when they stop working, income stops. A rich mind thinks, how can I earn even when I'm not working? So they build businesses, skills with leverage, digital products, investments, teams, systems. This is not laziness. This is intelligence. Time is limited. Money can be multiplied. Poor mind sees rich people as lucky. Rich mind studies them. Poor mind says, he got lucky. He had connections. His father was rich. This won't work for me. This mindset protects ego, but kills progress. A rich mind says, what do they do differently? They study habits, decisions, patterns, mistakes, risks taken. They don't envy, they analyze. Poor mind avoids responsibility. Rich mind takes ownership. Poor mind blames government, blames inflation, blames family, blames luck, blames society. Rich mind, it's my responsibility to change my life. This is painful, but powerful. The moment you take full responsibility, you gain full control. Poor mind fears failure. Rich mind fears staying the same. Poor mind, what if I fail? So it never starts. Rich mind, what if I never try? Failure becomes feedback. Mistakes become lessons. Rich people fail more because they try more. Poor mind is loud about goals. Rich mind is quiet and consistent. Poor mind announces plans, seeks validation, talks more than works. Rich mind moves silently, works daily, lets results make noise. As you said in your previous topics, silent discipline creates loud results. That's a rich mind principle. Poor mind wants fast money. Rich mind plays long game. Poor mind, quick schemes, shortcuts, overnight success, one big break. Rich mind, compounding, patience, consistency, 5 to 10-year vision. They understand. Wealth is boring in the beginning, then unstoppable later. The most dangerous part: poor mind doesn't know it's poor. This is the tragedy. A poor mind often thinks, I'm just unlucky. No, it's not luck. It's programming. From family, society, school, culture, fear-based advice. How a rich mind thinks, decides, and acts daily. If part 1 exposed the prison, part 2 shows you the exit thinking pattern. Because wealth is not one decision. It's hundreds of small daily decisions made with a different mindset. Rich mind thinks in cause and effect. Poor mind thinks in excuses. A rich mind constantly asks, if this is the result, what was the cause? They reverse engineer success. If someone is wealthy, what skills do they have? What habits built this? What risks did they accept? A poor mind asks, why is life unfair to me? Excuses feel good, but results come from responsibility. Rich minds understand. Everything happening in my life is feedback. Rich mind focuses on skills, not titles. Poor mind chases degrees, designations, labels, status. Rich mind chases high-income skills, rare abilities, problem-solving power, market value. They know titles impress people, skills impress the market. That's why many highly educated people struggle financially. Their knowledge has low market demand. Rich mind learns from everyone. Poor mind competes with everyone. Poor mind sees life as competition, ego-driven, comparison-based, jealous of progress. Rich mind sees life as a classroom, learns from juniors, learns from failures, learns from enemies, learns from criticism. They don't ask, who is better than me? They ask, what can I learn from this person? Rich mind delays gratification. Poor mind needs instant pleasure. This is one of the strongest wealth predictors. Poor mind spends first, saves later, if anything remains. Wants enjoyment now. Rich mind invests first, saves automatically, enjoys later, massively. They understand. Short-term sacrifice buys long-term freedom. Rich mind protects energy. Poor mind wastes it. Rich mind is very selective about who they talk to, what they watch, what they listen to, where they spend attention, because they know energy is more valuable than time. Poor mind, endless debates, negative conversations, complaints, drama. Rich mind, focus, clarity, controlled environment. Rich mind chooses discipline over motivation. Poor mind waits. I'll start when I feel motivated. Rich mind knows motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. They build routines, even when tired, even when bored, even when results are invisible. That's why their success looks sudden. But the discipline was quietly compounding. Rich mind understands risk correctly. Poor mind fears it. Poor mind hears risk and thinks, a loss, fear, a danger. Rich mind defines risk as not learning how to manage risk. They ask, what's the downside? What's the upside? What's the worst case? Can I survive failure? Most of the time, the risk is ego, not money. Rich mind separates emotions from decisions. Poor mind decides emotionally. Fear-based decisions, anger-based reactions, impulsive spending. Rich mind pauses, collects data, thinks logically, responds calmly. They don't eliminate emotions. They don't let emotions drive decisions. Rich mind builds multiple income streams. Poor mind defends one. Poor mind says, at least I have a stable job. Rich mind says, one income is one point of failure. So they build side businesses, freelancing, investments, digital assets, not overnight, strategically and patiently. Rich mind thinks in leverage. Leverage means using tools, using systems, using technology, using people ethically. Poor mind, I'll do everything myself. Rich mind, how can this be multiplied? Leverage is how ordinary people create extraordinary results. Rich mind is comfortable being uncomfortable. Growth zone equals discomfort. Rich minds enter new rooms, speak to smarter people, Admit ignorance. Learn publicly. Poor mind avoids. Embarrassment. New challenges. Being a beginner. But remember, if you're always comfortable, you're not growing. Rich mind measures progress. Poor mind hopes. Poor mind. God willing, it will happen. Rich mind. What gets measured gets improved. Detract. Income. Skills learned. Time usage. Habits. Hope is emotional. Systems are practical. Rich mind values time more than money. Poor mind wastes time to save money. Rich mind spends money to save time, increase speed, buy focus, because time once lost is gone forever. Rich mind thinks in decades. Poor mind thinks in days. Poor mind. Why isn't this working fast? Rich mind. Where will this put me in 5 years? That's why rich results take time, but last generations. Rich mind doesn't need approval. Poor mind seeks validation, fears judgment, needs applause. Rich mind trusts vision, moves quietly, lets results speak. Again, silent discipline, loud results. How to shift from poor mind to rich mind. Reprogramming your life. Understanding the difference is easy. Becoming different is hard. A poor mind is not stupidity. It is conditioning, and anything that is conditioned can be reconditioned. This part will show you how. First rule, accept that your mindset needs updating. Most people fail here. Poor mind says, this is just how I am. Rich mind says, if I learned it, I can unlearn it. Your beliefs about money were taught by parents, reinforced by society, strengthened by fear, or protected by ego, until you admit, some of my beliefs are wrong. Nothing changes. Self-honesty is the starting point of wealth. Stop identifying yourself as middle class or poor. This is dangerous programming. When you say, I'm middle class log Hain, this thing is not for people like us. Your brain stops searching for solutions. Instead say, I'm currently here, not permanently here. Identity shapes behavior. Behavior shapes results. Final truth. Wealth is an inner shift first. Before money increases, thinking changes, habits change, identity changes, then money follows. Always. Fire final message. A poor mind asks, why me? A rich mind asks, what's next? You don't need luck. You don't need permission. You need discipline, skill, patience, and a new identity. Change your language. Change your reality. Words are commands to the brain. Poor mind language. I can't afford it. It's too risky. It's not possible here. Rich mind language. How can I afford it? How can I reduce the risk? Who has done this before? What skill do I need? Questions open doors. Statements close them. Upgrade your input before expecting output. You cannot watch garbage and expect gold thinking. Audit your inputs. Social media, news, conversations, friends, content. Rich mind feeds on books, biographies, business content, psychology, skills. Poor mind feeds on drama, gossip, fear, complaints. Your mind becomes what you consume. Learn one high-income skill and go deep. This is critical. Don't learn everything. Don't chase trends. Choose one. Sales, copywriting, video editing, digital marketing, programming, automation, teaching, a business management, and commit 2 to 3 years. Rich people are not multi-skilled. They're deeply skilled. Replace motivation with systems. Motivation fades. Build systems. Fix learning time. Fix work blocks. Daily routines. Weekly reviews. Rich mind asks, how can this work even when I'm tired? Systems beat willpower every time. Start thinking in assets, not income. Income feeds you. Assets free you. Assets. Businesses. Skills. Digital products. Investments. Intellectual property. Networks. Every decision ask, is this creating an asset or just consumption? Reduce lifestyle inflation ruthlessly. Most people increase spending with income. Rich mind increases investments, skills, assets, before upgrading lifestyle. Freedom first, luxury later. Detach your ego from your job. Your job is not your identity. Poor mind says, this is my reality. Rich mind says, this is my current vehicle. You can change vehicles. Don't die inside one. Build multiple small wins, not one big dream. Big dreams without execution cause frustration. Rich mind sets daily targets, tracks progress, celebrates small wins. Momentum beats motivation. Learn basic financial intelligence. No one teaches this in school. Learn cash flow, profit versus revenue, debt types, compounding, taxes, risk management. Ignorance is expensive. Stop trying to impress. Start trying to build. Poor mind spends to look rich. Rich mind builds quietly. Remember, people who look rich often aren't. People who are rich often don't look it. Choose your circle intentionally. You don't need many people. You need growth-oriented people, honest thinkers, skill builders, reality check friends. Distance yourself from chronic complainers, dream killers, fear spreaders. Environment beats willpower. Accept that loneliness is part of growth. This truth hurts. When you change, some people won't understand. Some will mock. Some will disappear. That's normal. You're not becoming arrogant. You're becoming different. Shift from consumption to creation. Poor mind consumes content, entertainment, opinions. Rich mind creates value, a solution, systems, opportunities. Even small creation beats endless consumption. Train patience like a muscle. Wealth is slow. Failure is fast. If you can stay consistent, when bored, when ignored, when doubting, you win. Redefine success properly. Success is not cars, houses, status. Success is control over time, peace of mind, freedom of choice, ability to help others. Money supports this. Is not the enemy. Final truth. Wealth is an inner shift first. Before money increases, thinking changes, habits change, identity changes, then money follows. Always. Final message. A poor mind asks, why me? A rich mind asks, what's next? You don't need luck. You don't need permission. You need discipline, skill, patience, and a new identity.